Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining our webinar for today. My name is Ivory and I will be your moderator for today's presentation. At the end of this presentation, we will take some of your questions and you may want to enter them into the question box. Just make sure that they are detailed and specific, just in case these questions are coming from something that we have already go over at the start of the presentation. This will also ensure that we'll be able to know exactly what you're asking. Any questions that we can answer today, we can answer them offline afterwards, or you can submit or create a ticket onto our portal at support.windwardsoftware.com, and support can be able to surely help you out with those questions. And also, now you have the ability to access past webinar presentations on our website. All of the presentations are in there, and the website is www.windwardsoftware.com/webinar. You should be able to see everything in there. For today's presentation, we're going to be discussing process tracking menu. This particular topic is really great, and for this topic, our speaker would be Abby, and she is one of our tenured software specialists. And she's been with the company for almost or probably over 4 years now. So let's get started. Take it away, Abby.
Thank you, Ivory. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. And yes, today we're going to talk about process tracking menu. Without further ado, let's get started. All right. So what is process tracking menu? Process tracking menu is an optional module originally designed to help photo finishing shops track the envelopes containing customers' film from the time it was dropped off through the development of the film and finally when the prints were delivered to the customer. This feature could be used to track virtually any process that contains a series of steps or stages. And we have here um, how to set it up in the setup wizard or where to set it up. You just need to go to the setup tools, setup wizard, special modules, and process tracking. And just check this box, use tracking. And we have here the menu commands and submenus. First, we have the processed drop-off. This opens the Find Customer window where you select a customer to attach to the order. Next is the process quick scan. This opens the process tracking quick scan mode window where you process the orders to a quick sale. And next we have process pickup and its submenus, which is pickup by barcode, pickup by customer complete, and pickup by customer all. So the pickup by customer complete and the pickup by customer all commands open the Find Customer window where you select a customer to search for associated orders or autofills related fields in the process tracking pickup mode window. And the pickup by barcode command opens the process tracking pickup mode window directly. And next we have process editing. This opens the process tracking edit mode window where you search for and select an order to edit and modify the required info. And lastly, we have process reports. This opens the process tracking report and label mode window where you can filter and view process tracking activity sessions and print labels for the entire report. All right, now at this, I'm gonna pull up my demo to show you the setup and configuration and how to use it. So again, to be able to use the feature, we have to enable it first in the setup wizard. So from the menu, go to setup tools and setup wizard. And that should be under special modules and then process tracking. So basically, the first task in process tracking is the drop off with the next being pickup. Alternately, you can use quick scan to scan the envelope barcodes and process the order similar to the quick sale. At any time, you can search for and edit orders in process and view a report showing all activity in the process tracking module. All right, now here in the process name box, you can enter the name you want to use to describe the process. And the name become the name of the process tracking menu and related commands and window. So the process name has a maximum of 20 characters. So in this demonstration, I just named it as envelope. And then by default, System 5 creates a subtype and 3 stages. These defaults are all that is required in order to start using this feature. So to add a new subtype name, just to put, let's say, test, just need to put the new name and then click add. And you can also make this 5, 6, or 7 stages, depends on your business. And to delete unused subtype name, you just need to highlight or click that subtype name and then delete. And you can also delete the state, the unused stage or unwanted stage. Just click that and control delete. But in this um, version, it's not working. And I also tried the other versions, and it is not uh, actually working. I might need to report this because it should delete by selecting or yeah, by the selecting the control plus delete keys from your keyboard. So let me just delete this because I'm gonna use the default. All right. Now the lead time, each of the stages, lead time and intervals, each of the stages within a process can have a different lead time and time interval. They can also have the same lead time and time interval. These values are used to assist the user when entering information, and they do not control any automatic process. These values are used to calculate the due date and the due time values for each of the stages. So the lead time is the number of the time intervals required for the specific stage, while the time interval is the measure of time, hour, day, or week that the lead time refers to. So example, a lead time value of 1 and a time interval of hour indicates that the stage takes 1 hour to complete. And modifying the lead time or time interval will change the default value for the stage that is currently selected in the stage list. These values will be used to assist the clerks as they move items from one stage to the next or back again. They do not control any automatic procedures. And take note that it is always recommended that you close System 5 after making changes to the setup. Reopening the software ensures that the new settings take full effect. So once you're done setting this up, you need to close this setup wizard. I'm just gonna minimize because it takes time to close. And then need to log out of System 5. So let's say I've already logged out and logged back in. Now we have the process tracking menu um, displays in the navigator, and it's now showing envelope tracking as the name of my the process tracking. Right. And now let's try to use this feature. So Let's start with the drop off. So when you select that, it pops up the Find Customer window where you select customer to attach the order. It's this customer. Uh, Let me just type in manually the barcode because I don't have scanner here. It has been dropped off. This order has been, or this envelope is now being dropped off. And then to process, you can just go for this for the quick scan. I'm just gonna also type it manually. Sorry, I should have put this. So I'm just gonna delete that one later. Just close this. So this is where you process the envelope and just click first stage, or what would it be, second stage. So just if you type it in manually, just hit enter, process, or you can just use if you want to use a um, range of barcodes, you can just click this box here. Then if you have multiple of subtypes, you have to select it first before you process the envelope. Okay, just for example, you mistakenly process it in the wrong stage, you can actually edit it. Just click the envelope heading for selected customer. Let's say this one should be um, back from love, back from lab, and also the date is wrong as well as the time. So just hit edit, and here you can for example back from lab, and then date should be, let's say, yesterday, and that should be at 1, let's say 1:30, or just simply double click correct corrected time, and the due date can actually also just double click and then select the correct due date for this order. Okay, and once done, you can hit save. Also, you can put the comments here, or you can just use the default comment, which is this one. So once done, hit save, and it's now showing back from lab. And also, if this should be on the next stage, you can just directly hit next or previous to to make it go back to the first stage. Okay, and then you can also invoice here the envelope. Easy to invoice. Hit the invoice button, and since it's not yet in the last stage, the system will prompt you with this message. envelope 0000500 is not on the last stage. Are you sure you want to post this envelope? So if yes, just click yes. If no, just click no. So let's say yes, and it then show us the AR invoice, AR type of invoice. Okay, so there. All right, and go back here. If this order shouldn't be um, processed or drop off, you can just directly delete this one if this is invalid um, order. So you can just delete this. I'm not gonna delete this for this demonstration because I'm gonna go to pick it up or to the pickup process. Okay, so you can either choose pick up by barcode or by customer complete or pick up by customer all. So let's say pick up our barcode, it will directly um, redirect us to the mode. So since it's just only one barcode, so there's no need for us to for you to or for me to put the barcode here. Okay. Oh, I did not actually save the invoice. So yeah, you can also invoice the order from here, and then you can just print this report. So if you print this and preview, so this would just look like this is what look like. All right. And for the in the pickup customer complete, it will require you to select the customer. Okay. Oh, it's not yet complete. Sorry. So let's just see. Okay. So this is the same with this one. P envelope pickup by customer. It will require you to select um, a customer. Okay, the same window. And for the reports, if you want to see all the activities or the logs or the history, you can just let me just remove the dates. And okay, so there it is. So this is the first um, session, or yeah, this is the first activity that was done, and then we did a quick scan twice because the first one was a mistake, and then we edited that. So basically, this is just a trail, and by clicking each session it will show you the barcode associated with it. You can just show stage details, and in this report you can either print the report or just the labels. So if you print, oh sorry, I don't have that one. So if you choose to print the labels, just click this button, and then if you want the entire report, just click this button here. Oh, sorry. Review. So this it will show just um, the barcode, check number, subtype, so on and so forth. And there is, I guess, is a default um, format. Yeah, for the report, but the label it has a designer for you to edit or put um, remove or put new uh, information or detail. So I guess that would be all for today's webinar. If you have questions or clarifications, you can just put it or type it in the question box.
Okay, thank you, Abby. Excellent. That was an excellent presentation. And at this point, we are now open for the questions and Q&A portion where you can be able to, Abby can be able to check it out with you and answer them. For the first question we have from Colin Duff. Back in the setup wizard, how do you change the name of the number one subtype once created? In your system, is it called default? Did you get that, Abby? Abby?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry. Let me just go
Okay.
back to here. So again, by default, system once you um, enable that feature, System 5 creates a subtype and 3 stages by default. So to add a new subtype name, you just simply um, put in the new subtype name and then what do you call this one? Select or edit the number of stages you want. Make it like 10 or yeah, depends on your business. Say 10 stages and then just click add button and then it will then um, add the new subtype and its stages. So to rename the stages, you have to just select the stage you want to rename, say, sorry. So uh, in the sorry, to uh, so just like that. You just need to click every stage and then rename it. Did I answer your
All right.
question?
I hope that answers your
That-
question, Colin. Let us know. For the second question from Josh Whiteman, he said, can you run a report that shows all items that are in the process at all points?
Uh, yes, you just need to set the date to no date so it will show all the process as well as the items associated with those sessions. Is this what you meant? I forgot your name.
Josh. Um,
Oh, Josh.
let us know, Josh, if that's what you meant. Next question for what type of process tracking is this most used for? Can it be used for production management? Question coming from Aaron.
Oh, this can be as I've said. This feature could be used to for any process that contains a series of steps or stages. So it depends if this fits to your business.
Okay, thanks, Abby, for that. Another question from Kat. The description of this webinar also mentions we'll also discuss how to track how many feet are remaining on the cut roll. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if
Oh,
the I don't think that was part of the description, Kat. Let me double check.
I don't think so as well.
Uh, the this webinar will discuss process tracking menu as an optional module that could be used to track virtually any process that contains a series of steps or stages. There will be live demonstration and quick Q&A. I'm sorry, Kat, I don't think that was mentioned into the description of the webinar. It could be from a different webinar. Can you please double check? Okay, so we'll proceed with the next question from Josh. He says, can you only have one process?
Yes, you can. You can only have like one process and then invoice it directly. So it really depends on your business.
He said, sorry, I meant a full report with a row for each record stating the barcode and where the given barcode is in the process.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Uh, okay, he says, sorry, I meant a full report with a row for each record stating the barcode and where the given barcode is in the process.
Um, well, actually, this is the only report that we have for this process tracking feature. I'm so sorry. There's no other report that we can use for this one other than this report that shows up here. And we cannot also like customize this report because this is by design.
Okay. So for the next question from Erin, she says, can these stages be associated to a specific work order? As in, can a order go through the different stages?
Oh, here if you create a new sale, then work. Just try here. Okay. So yes, once the envelope has been dropped off, you can if it's not yet invoice or yes, and you can just create manually a work order invoice, and then just click this envelope. Just close this.
Okay.
And then there.
Okay. I hope that
I'm
answers your
gonna
question, Erin.
double check if um Aaron, I'm just gonna double check if this actually already once I click that button there from the invoice I'm gonna check if this is actually already what do you call this one, linked to that work order. Okay, I'll get back to you later.
Okay. Okay, another one here. If we don't use barcodes, what is another way to easily manage the different orders?
um that is the only, when you drop off, barcode is the only, um let's go, let's close this one. Barcode is the only way to um say, yeah, barcode is the only way. Also here, enter check number, but usually the barcode um is what is what the, what do you call this one, is the field that we need to um use, or the requirement to process the order. Because here in the quick scan, when you process it, there's no other field that we can use to process the order other than entering or scan the barcode. The Yeah, Ivory.
Yeah. Another question from Dale. Can you customize the name of a process so it isn't envelope tracking?
Yes. Again, let me go back here. So here you can, say for example, if it's bag tracking process, like if you want a different name, just simply rename it, and it will then, you need then to close this setup and then log out of system 5, and then once you log back in, it will then show the new name. So it is recommended, it is always recommended to close system 5 after making changes to the setup. Because if by default, let's say this has not been set up, it shows here process tracking, not envelope. So it's showing envelope because I've already set it up as envelope as the process name. So just simply rename it from the process name box.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Abby. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, so another question from Mallory. If we don't use barcodes, what is another way to easily manage the different orders? Oh, sorry, we
I
already
guess that,
answered that one. Sorry about that.
yeah.
I got confused. Um, Mallory also asked question, can you do it by work order or item number?
What do you mean?
I think pertaining to the previous question that she had or he had.
It should be the barcode of,
Okay.
what do you mean? Barcode of the envelope or whatever, like the order.
I'm actually also confused about that one. Mallory, I'll have we'll try to have someone, or Abby, can you call Mallory on a separate ticket regarding this question. I'm also confused as there's questions going on here and it's not, I'm having a hard time connecting them from the previous questions, or it could be coming from the discussion that you have just mentioned, like this was a follow-up question.
Okay,
Also
sure.
for Josh and Kat, with regards to the notes that you have um, seen, and you mentioned it's coming from the email. I'm not sure what went wrong in there, but we'll check because the only details that we have on the notes here is it did not mention about the uh, tracking of how many feet are remaining on the cut roll. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong in there. Okay, so let me double check another question from. Can I also get the information on assigning a work order or to a stage? Okay. Sorry. Unfortunately, we don't have time for a few more questions here, but yes, Aaron. I understand it's been a struggle because of the process, but I would appreciate if um I would have Abby to call you instead to discuss further on this one, and so is the rest of you guys that has unanswered questions. So we'll create a separate ticket for that, and so you can have a discussion with regards to this one. And if you have any follow-up questions that you might want to ask later as well, you can also request for a ticket on that one at on our website support.windwardsoftware.com. Okay. Okay, so before the end of presentation, I'm not sure, Abby, if you were able to discuss a few slides that you have in there.
Oh yeah, sure. So yeah, we have webinar archives. You can sign up for future webinars or view previously recorded events. You can find it on windwardsoftware.com/webinars. And we have the available resources, the Help Center. Just need to go to windwardsoftware.com/help. All available resources are listed there. And to search our knowledge base, submit and track support tickets, you just need to go to support.windwardsoftware.com for the customer care portal. And the Windward Learning Academy, if you spin up employees, lesson based topics, just go to academy.windwardcloud.com. And if you experience entire system down, unable to take payment, cannot log into System 5, and recovering from a power outage, you're qualified to submit an emergency ticket. Just go to windwardsoftware.com/emergency. And if you want to get guidance from one of our professional services specialists working with system integrity and accounting plan, you may contact your account manager for a quote or just directly go to windwardsoftware.com/professional services. And yeah, that would be all.
Okay, thank you so much, Abby, for the presentation. And again, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everyone on our next webinar. That will be on August 10th at the same time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. The topic is about FFL bound book reporting. So if you guys are interested, or if you're into bound book, I would encourage you to join that webinar as well. And also, once again, thank you so much for joining us for today's webinar. And I hope we will hope to see you guys in the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.